Is on the upswing, but hurdles remain. In so many areas, you still see abandoned, crumbling homes, buildings, just eyesores, and sometimes it is block after block. It is the result of division and disinvestment over decades. Tonight, wheels are in motion to wipe away the crime and bring back life and quality of life.
One area of focus we're talking about is north of Del Mar. The epicenter of this overhaul is on MLK, right at Taylor. News 4's Jenna Ray live with the story you'll only see here tonight. Jenna?
Paige and Corey, one of the biggest focuses in this is grocery shopping, believe it or not. Right now I'm standing at the Schnucks on Clayton, and just from here there are more than half a dozen different grocery store options, shopping options rather, just within a 2-mile radius. But that's not the same for all St. Louisans in our region. Tonight, one lawmaker says she's trying to change that.
We could walk and visit the stores and get whatever you needed.
That's how North City native Thomasina Clark remembers Martin Luther King Drive growing up. It wasn't until the 70s Clark noticed a change.
Businesses began to leave, the population began to decrease, and things began to decline.
Today, it's block after block of dilapidated buildings, empty shops, and caution tape.
It's been rough.
William Jones owns one of the few standing businesses on MLK.
It's almost like it's a desert, for fruit, groceries and stuff like that. They've got to depend on the dollar stores and places like that.
The closest spot to shop for fresh food that isn't a convenience store is more than a mile away.
That's quite a way, especially if you're on foot.
And a lot of Representative Kimberly Ann Collins's constituents are, but she says she's working to change that.
I'm hopeful that we will put a full-service neighborhood cooperative grocery store ran by residents of this neighborhood, employed by residents of this neighborhood.
Collins grew up in this neighborhood and says it's her mission to revitalize it, starting at the intersection of MLK and Taylor.
Once we get this building knocked down, we will go ahead and acquire that land and go ahead and move towards the stages that we need to move in for the next steps to getting that grocery store up and running.
Residents and business owners News 4 talked to are all in on the idea.
Any kind of store, especially grocery stores, brings people, and they like to live where they can shop and like to live where, where the action is.
If people were to take an interest in this community and refurbish the buildings, and assistance was given to people that are not as fortunate as others, there should be growth in the community. This would be a place where I think people would enjoy coming.
Representative Collins tells me she's working right now to get the funding. She says she hopes to have that grocery store on MLK and Taylor in the next 3 years. But for now, we do know that there is $2 million worth of federal funding coming our way to areas like North City for specifically food distribution and assistance. We're live in Richmond Heights tonight. Jenna Ray, News 4.